Adam's little marina. Looks quite nice in actual fact.
It did well. The guy who actually sold it to me did alright.
What's that?
I paid a fucking grand for it, didn't I?
I said about 800 would have been spot on.
Yeah. I got.
But now,
I got 15, so at least I managed to get it down a bit.
well, now you start. Well, I told you would. Now you'll start finding all the problems though, and just hope and pray that you're going to live with it.
Yeah, it's
But you
not
won't.
bad in there. I've just had a look. It's not really gone. Not too bad.
You've got to remember, you won't go out sailing no more or nothing. Okay, we've started the engine up, and mate is waiting for us on the pontoon. We were going to go out, but we're going to play safe and make sure we get on the bedding where we need to be. But it's an old boat, it's in a hell of a state, but when it's done up, it'll be a nice boat. Right, so, but it ain't like a speedboat, you don't want to be revving it a bit more than that. Tell me how fast you want to go.
Nice
We're popping on, I bet we're doing 5.
It's ticking over.
Well, hang on, I'll tell you. Yeah, but that's fucking perfect.
Oh, it's running aground, is it?
Nah, we're not on the pontoon yet, are we?
Yeah, I think we're touching something somewhere.
Yeah.
Um,
You don't get it over anymore.
are we on the pontoon here though?
Only just. You want to get that front up, really?
Nice heavy wet rope.
No, you're not, it's fucking floating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with this now?
Tie it on.
You want to go under that one?
Yeah.
And
Then
now,
Yeah, under that one.
yeah, and it's alright. And then I can.
We're trying to get the boat here, the slipway's here. And we're trying to get the boat here so we get a bit of land, but it'll come off on the next tide. So,
I might get jump.
it's all.
I might jump ship.
We're lucky really, the wind's blowing us off, which is good.
Are you glad you got volunteered now?
oh, aye.
Yeah, we're winning.
I say you can have a go on my tender if you want. There's one slight problem. It's out there.
Yeah, I can see us wishing we'd have brought it in.
So,
You might have to get the club one
you
round.
can swim that, I guess.
Want to get out of the heat, madam? Find somewhere nice and cool. You've got to go. Hang on, Peter, find you somewhere in a minute. Adam's just now jet washing, but he's doing it rather too quickly for my liking. It's come up a lot better than that. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, so we're having a break from the cleaning the anti-foul, and we're trying to dry this now as best we can. We're never going to get all the water out of there, but if we can dry the area, we're going to put fiberglass in, strip of wood, and then coat that over. Once that's done, the rest of the hull seems lovely. The rudder seems okay. So we just get on with that for now. Well, there you are, time and tide waits for no man. So we've been here grafting our cobblers off. Coming out at 10 o'clock now, but it's done. We'll borrow that little bit, but we've got to leave that till the morning. So we're winning. I'll just put the outlet on to tidy up and put the tools away.
It only comes on if you move. If you stay where
Yeah,
you are,
when you move about.
it seems to be work when you're over there.
That's all ready now. We just moved the boat back a little bit, just hope it floats tonight. Fucking fingers crossed, Adam.
Yeah.
Bit bastard if it don't. If it don't float, it's there. Fuck, we're gonna be but well, it's just whatever is, isn't it? Well, we're all back for another day, and we realised the boat is not coming off now until the 28th of this month, so we're not going to rush anything. We've got all the time in the world to work on it now. And there she is. That's as high as the tide's coming now. After that, all the tides will drop in. So at least we better get the anti-foul done, knowing it's not going to get washed off. And in the meantime, we'll go out and have a look at Adam's Achilles out there, and I'll see if I want to buy that off him. So something to do in a minute. Free of rudder removal. Well, we're drilling, trying to drill it out because it was all snapped off. We're trying to drill it through to put a new pin in, but We just hoping it is the shaft that's gone and not through the middle. But we're having a hell of a job because it is tough and all our drills are shit. Still, cup of tea and keep at it. Eventually we discovered it wasn't that, it was the spindle. So we've just undone these 4 bolts and we took the rudder right off. But now we need to get that spindle fitted to that or a new rudder, but we do that.
Inside.
Right, put that over there, get this away and get something in this hole. We don't want no shit and grease going in here, Adam.
Yeah.
And we'll re-grease that before we put it back on. We're a winner. Now we've got the fucking thing off.
Tricky that.
And we've got part of that drilled out and Adam's trying to knock that off the shaft. There's the shaft there, it looks fucking solid.
Well, yeah. Well, there's play that way.
Yeah, but it will be. That's because it ain't fixed to the thing, is it?
But no.
What I'm saying is, it's definitely that.
That would all be solid in.
Well, we've got the rudder off. We're just trying to get that end off now. But this whole shaft is loose inside that. We're back down here today. Alan's got the rudder back. We just filled in all the test holes, what we had to do. And Alan's sanded it down now to take all the rough edges off so it take the anti-foul. And then in a minute we'll put it back on. We've touched all the holes up in the body and she's ready for anti-fouling. So we're just going to tidy this up now, rudder back on, anti-fouling, here we come. When we took the rudder off, this had play in it, so we was able to move the bolt hole, like on this one here, we was able to move it so as the bolt went in. We only had to take a little nibble off of there. But now that's fixed, there's no room, we've just had to grind to get those 2 bolts on. So now Adam's got to do this side while I make a cup of tea.
Grind the...
Got to grass it, grind the bolts off so as they go in and grind a bit of this off.
So then that will fit...
into the hole.
Like that.
Hey, yeah, I don't believe it, I don't believe it, it went.
You didn't need to grind
I did say it was shorter.
Bloody hell, we don't need to
Try
grind that
it
one.
now, that's it, job done. Leave him in, you got to stay in. Fingers crossed, 1 to go.
No, we just
You got
grind
the easy side, thank fair. Right, Adam got 1 nut left to get in and then the rudder's ready to fix. In theory, the rudder should go back on in about 10 minutes. Take longer to carry it there and put the tools away while it will put it back on. Fingers crossed. You can't see it very good because it's into the sun, but all brand new bolts, torqued down. Adam's just torquing the last 2 down. Not with a torque wrench, but by hand.
They're like nylox as well.
Yeah, they're nylox, they're on there this day. And now the rudder looks to business.
I don't like them being upside down.
Adam's worried about them being upside down, but he said if he gets to the stage where that nut comes undone, he's the last worry in the world. He's in the fucking boat for it,
Yeah.
Still be on the winner if we get in there.
Fitted in.
What a lovely day again.
Still be working on it.
Well, Adam's just using the last bit of resin to get rid of it. And then we've got the paint, but it's not a great big tub for a big boat. So we've got to decide, do we want to thin it or what? Well, Adam's boat is nearly floating and the undersail's done, and we'll be back tomorrow to finish it. Okay, we're back today. We're going to give it another coat, but today the tide was in and we got a muddy jetty. But hopefully we're hoping to get the boat off tonight, put it on a jetty and put it on out on its mooring tomorrow morning. So we're going to do just a quick jet wash and get on with the painting. Okay, so we've gone all over the boat, anti-foul twice, and then we've gone over, Adam's checked it and we clipped it. It's not erodible paint this, it's normal hard stuff, so we filled over the top, it's okay. But where the boat rocks up on the concrete here when the tide comes in, the bottom's gone. We don't think we've done it now, but it's been done at some point through being rocked on the thing. So we've just reinforced it a bit, fiberglass and that, and we're waiting for that to go off. And that's all we've got to do now. In the meantime, I've started getting the top strip ready, and we're hoping the boat will float tonight. So if it does, we're hoping to get it onto the pontoon, which goes up and down. So we moor the boat to it and then we move it to its mooring in the morning, because it'll be dark tonight. It's come up fucking brilliant for a 53-year-old fucking boat.
Because there wasn't a lot of room, I wedged it with a bit of cardboard at the bottom, but the resin started sticking to it, so I've just wrapped the cardboard around it so it keeps it nice and
when
close
it's
to
gone
the
off,
boat.
we peel the cardboard off.
And then hopefully, yeah, just peel the cardboard off and it should be nice and smooth.
There, in the meantime, we're going to paint this and then get it. Well, we don't need the tender because we're putting the boat down on the pontoon. As I say, it will be dark tonight.
Why buy new when a bodge will do?
Yep. When you got no money, you got to be funny. Yeah, it's dry darker. We've actually dropped that edge down now. The blue, we're going to make it a little bit thicker, but it gets rid of that little line that had to be thinned in and painted. It'll all come out in one now. It should look nice when it's done. So anyway, Adam's got the paint here. Not as dark as he wanted, he said, but I think it'll dry darker than that. So let's get that on and then we'll show you it after. Adam said let's both paint it, so we put the cloth down. I painted this back bit and I had to come and meet where Adam started painting, and Adam painted the front bit. So I said fuck it, I'm not coming over the top of that, I'm leaving Adam to get on with it. I'm gonna let him do it. Eh?
There's a little black
There it is now. Adam done it with a roller. So you can see the finish now. Looks lovely, yeah.
Should have done it with a brush, Pete.
He's got a piece of stuff he's painting lengthwise and he's going up and down with the roller.
Shit, getting paint everywhere.
Yeah, you will with a roller.
You don't like
Yeah.
it. Pete doesn't
Come
like
on.
rollers.
The
but I
rollers are
do.
for fucking amateurs.
Luckily.
Like this, look at it. Where it's thicker in one place than the other. Thank God we're putting 2 coats on. We can body up with 2 coats instead of 1. But anyway, it looks better than that line what we had. At least one length now. I think it looked brilliant. But
I
we
like
can't take the
roller.
tape off yet.
Roller.
Okay, that arc. The line's finished now. If there was a bit of gap between the blue and the brown and the white, it would have looked quite good, I think. But anyway, there it is. And she looks quite nice now. For an old boat, she's coming on well. Looking quite nice now. Hopefully later on tonight we'll have her down and round and on the pontoon. The tide is coming in now with a vengeance. I've been set there as good as gold, haven't you, baby? We've been painting. Now it is arc this side. The arc. Looking really nice now. Looking clean and tidy, hopefully. We're hoping to have her sailing tonight, and Sunday we're hoping to be in the race down to Flatholm and back. So fingers crossed. We're just tidying up now. So all we've got to do is whatever job we want to do next, to worry about the mess from that and nothing else. Okay, we put all the toys away now, and we've swept up and cleaned up, and there's no mess here now. Everything is as it was before we come, and the boat's ready to go back in the water. So fingers crossed, she'll be on the mooring later tonight. Okay, so
10 volts, it's knackered.
we tidied everything up. The battery might have settled down now you've disconnected the solar panel.
We need some jump leads.
We finished, we tidied up, the dog sat there waiting for us, the tide's coming in. So if we're going to wait for the tide, we're stuck on here now till that goes out, so we could be stuck on here till 11, but we come in to check the wire in to see if the boat's going to start. There's no ignition, and we can't get nothing off the battery.
I can take the battery out of my van, just in case.
You ain't got the time now.
No.
Only thing is, get in the morning, Adam.
How long have we got?
Yeah.
That's over 12 volts.
We took the batteries off. They're both reading 12.3, was that, Adam?
Yeah. And they did turn the motor
And they did
over.
turn the starting motor over, but for some reason, the isolator switch has got no power on the back of it, and there's no ignition. So we're deciding now what to do with these. A bit of charge ain't going to hurt them.
No, there's power.
But we're hoping that we can pull the boat round with the ropes for now, otherwise we're missing the
No,
opportunity.
there's not the. If you do it on the pontoon, then we can come down here and spend all day on it.
Well, we're in the dark now, the boat's all but floating, we just can't clear the front. But we're waiting for the tide to be top of the back, and then we'll have to give up either in the morning. Adam's busy cancelling his French trip because he can't go. Not this year, he's putting it off. And we've been here fucking about, but we found all it is a fuse. It isn't a fuse, it's a fucking fuse holder.
Right.
So we put our own in. Hopefully, we're in business. Look.
Yeah, okay. But if I don't,
Remember this,
if
we'll
I
come
don't
back in
go,
2 years' time and it'll still be the
is it
same.
tomorrow I'm supposed to be leaving?
I'm getting a tell of the ropes ready for the morning. We've got these ropes so we can cast them off in the morning and still have the ropes with us on board. All these ropes are all just chucked at their part, you know, what you sell with sheet wires. And there's only one wire on the front. I don't know what it is. It's just loose. It might be for the spinnaker when they put a spinnaker up. But anyway, we're now waiting for the water to come back in, and we get a little tender and go and have a look at some of these boats. This one here in the middle is up for grabs, next to nothing, but it's got water in her. Nobody's been here for years, but she's got an inboard. I don't know if the inboard's any good. There's two over there got to go, but one is a bloody big one and got inboard, but the other one's little, got no inboard. There's two up here for sale again. The inboard's been took out. And there's one in the corner they reckon's got to go, but they're going to have some grief with it if they try getting rid of that. Okay, the boat's down on the pontoon now, all rearing to go when we go out. I should go back on her mooring when we come back in. I think it's going to be an epic day, because Adam got no decorum and no organisation. So we're just going to muddle through. So I wish I brought my handheld fucking jacket with me, but I got the radio and all the rest of it if we fall in. But a lovely day here. Time for a cup of tea. Well, that's another day over, and the boat's all ready to go sailing tomorrow. We're going down to try and go around Flatholm and back in the boat race with all the other guys. And I'm just following Adam out now. We're going to Chepstow buy some stuff for sandwiches for the morning. So fingers crossed for the morning, see how we get on. But the main thing is to take the boat out and give it a test. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. Well, so in this back saga, I got down here this morning ready to go on the boat and started telling Adam I've worked the trip out, where we're going to go, how we're going to do it. He started saying no, we're doing it. I said, well Adam, you ain't got a clue what you're on about. I'm leaving to it, you go out on your fucking own mate, because you're not going to kill me. So I'm going home to get the welding done on my van, all the stuff I should have been doing last week, and let him get on with it. But so ended the saga, but we had a good fun, and his boat's all ready to go now. He can play with it at his heart's content. So well, it never worked out a long day the next day. That night I come home and I looked at the weather forecast, looked like it was going to be foggy, misty in the morning. Didn't know that the weather was going to be the greatest. So I sat here. I should have gone to bed really because I was knackered. But I sat here for an hour and a half and double checked the route on Navionics, because I hadn't never used Navionics at this end of the channel. And I made a safe route. The route taking us out, playing safe but not baby safe. And all ready to go, made sandwiches, got over there next morning bright and early. And Adam started talking to me like he was expert with the Navionics and the GPS, and he kept on about the rocks, and he was talking to me like I was some sort of bloody idiot. So I said to him, sounds like to me, Adam, when we're out there, like you've been arguing all week, you're going to argue when we're out there, and that'd be a life and death situation if it got rough out there. I said, I won't go out on a boat with people normally as it is. So I'm not going to go out with somebody that I don't think is going to listen to a word I say. So I grabbed my gear and pissed off home. I got home, I fell asleep, and I never woke up till 4 o'clock. So anyway, I'm still a bit knackered now. I'll get a recover. But anyway, we'll see how Adam gets on with his boat trip. And I'm surprised a lot of them never went out because the weather was terrible. Anyway, so ended this saga. It was a good week. It passed my time for me.